Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm late on everything today, bro. So, welcome back to another episode of Hard Reads. I'm TK Breeze. This is Austin. I don't know what the hell. I don't even read anything. I was just reading the topics. But anyway, if you didn't know the topic, well, I can go ahead and list them off right now. The topics are as followed. We're going to talk about, people like, I guess, larger personalities and stuff turning their back on Smash. I saw a tweet about it, and I saw a couple people agreeing with it, but I think that they're not really seeing it from the other side. Which is what I will explain. As I don't think anyone's really turned their back on Smash. I think more people have just kind of branched out, and because of that, Smashers feel like they are like leaving. I'm sure there's some people who have like just put Smash down for good, but you can grow out of things. But outside of that, we're gonna talk about EVO, and then we got a couple questions from Twitter as well to cover. Again, I'm TK Breeze. This is Austin. How you doing, Austin?
I'm good, man. How was your last Valorant game? How'd that go?
Well, right at the end, I think when we got to like 10, 12, let me tell you, the kills were coming out until the next round. So like I had a couple doubles in there, bro.
You guys brought it back.
I had a couple doubles in there. I had a couple quick some quick scopes in there, some quick snapshots. I was like, oh, look at me. And then I fucked up. So, it is what it is though. I do like Valorant a lot though. Well, I mean, at some point in time, seeing that we're in quarantine, we don't really have a lot of Smash to talk about. We'll probably end up just talking about other games coming out that we've been playing as well, so y'all can keep up with that, just in case you're like, I wonder what else they're doing in quarantine. Well, I guess we can just make that a small segment right now. I've just started playing Valorant and getting more into League. Still been playing Grand Blue, Tekken, and of course Final Fantasy VII Remake has been very nice. I'm in like chapter 12 right now, so eventually I'll finish it. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do like a long 8-hour stream and just see how much I can get done. And of course, can't forget it. I've talked about it already, but you can't forget it. Animal Crossing. That's the game of the month, possibly the next 3-4 months, because I'm having a lot of fun playing it.
It couldn't have come out at a better time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's always something to do, there's always something to accomplish, especially with like the Nook Miles thing, the way that's going. I'm still trying to get the Cast Master, but I want to stop doing it on my Joy-Cons. My Switch has like loose Joy-Con holders, so every now and then it will come out and then recalibrate, and then it won't register my A press. So
yeah, at least it's not drift,
Yeah, it could be worse. But anyway, man, wait, are you playing anything?
I literally devoted my entire last week to playing 7 Remake. Okay. I beat it last night.
All right, how many hours did you put in?
49.
Did you do like everything though?
I did everything I could. Okay. Once you beat the game, you unlock a lot of stuff. Okay. But wait,
so you did that part too then?
I beat the game. I took a break, so I'm gonna dive back into it once I give it a rest, because that took over. It was very. It was
You're cracking out, huh?
Yeah. It was fun, dude. It was a really fun game. As someone who loved the original, it was a love letter. But I'll get your thoughts on it once you beat it, because I need to talk to someone about the ending. That's all. I need someone, and no one's beaten it yet besides Nairo.
I mean, isn't it the same ending? I mean, it's just a remake. All right, first of all, I didn't play 7, so I didn't. It's gonna be the first ending I've seen anyway. So, once I beat it, you can tell me what happened in the old ending. And,
we'll do.
Yeah, we'll talk. Also, Void is beating it too, so you can talk to him if you want to.
Oh, word. Yeah, I'll talk to him too.
Anyway. With all that other gaming news out the way, let's go ahead and talk about our first topic, which happens to be Smashers turning their back on Twitter. Well, I actually think this is probably a heavier topic, so let's go ahead and swap the topics over and talk about the future of EVO first. I assume that you know a little more about that than me, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you take the reins on that one.
Sure. I'm just curious what people's thoughts are on that, because Mr. Wiz actually tweeted out today that they're going to reveal news involving EVO 2020.
It was an announcement of an announcement. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that, dude.
But I think because people have been wondering because of COVID, is EVO going to get canceled? It's in the beginning with it's all the way in August, it should be fine. But the way COVID's going, it's so up in the air. It's such a risk to keep it open, even if we're fine by August. We don't know that 100% for a fact right now. So if they were to keep it open and all of a sudden they couldn't run it last second, he's going to lose a lot of money. So if they cancel it prematurely just to save some money, that's something that could be an announcement.
That is the way to do it. I think that's what a lot of the tournaments have done, except for obviously CO Dreamland. It was too close to cancel.
Yeah.
But everything else is kind of canceled. And they're obviously going to lose money for sure. but
Of course.
you can stifle the bleeding a little bit instead of just letting your whole like arm be amputated and just letting it bleed out. So yeah, I mean, it sucks. Definitely sucks for a Smash or two. I feel like now that I've always been more of a homebody person, but I think now that I've been in like the house and I have nothing in the foreseeable future, not only am I like stressing out a lot more, but I feel like it's just eating at my depression, which all kind of sucks. And I think that happens to like a lot of people. It's not just a me thing. I think that's just anyone who's been struggling with depression, or just who likes I feel like extroverts are just going crazy right now. So
I would hate to be an extrovert right now. Like I'm so thankful that I'm an introvert in this. Like, but even as you said, even as an introvert, like I'm kind of like I'm getting a little cabin fever. Like I would like to go to a tournament.
It's one of those things where like when you pick to stay home, it feels good, but when you're forced to stay home, it's like, God damn it.
Feels like
yeah. So I mean, but thankfully, Discord has been great. I have a lot of friends to play a lot of games with. I really haven't touched Smash in a while, which I need to. But at the same time, like there's nothing to practice for it. Like, I can just get sauced up online and then complain about it, or I can play other games that have pretty good online until it's time to start going to tournaments again. So,
still waiting on my netcode or my internet to get fixed, so I can't play anything online. So, I just want to play Grand Blue, dude. I want to play it online, but I can't. So I actually put that game on hold for a bit.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Des. I mean, I feel like if I want to be an extrovert, I just hit up my friends in a voice call. It's not the same, man. It's definitely not the same. Talking to your friends online is not the same as like going to hang out with your friends by any means.
Agreed.
I mean, maybe for some people, but for me, no. Like, I mean, I have a lot of friends that like we spend quality time together and stuff, and we like go out to bars. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. And I do have a lot of friends also that I spend all my time in Discord with. Like most of my Maryland friends, we're in a Discord together, and because I don't see them that much, but like me, Coney, Pink Fresh, Malcolm, Kenny, like we're in the same Discord call a lot. I'm in Voice Discord a lot. That's nice too. But it would be nice if I could also be like, yo, y'all trying to what's the next tournament y'all gonna be at? All right, I'm gonna see y'all there. Let's hang out.
Yeah.
Can't really do that right now since we're not going anywhere. So
a majority of my closest friends are like in Smash and esports in general. So I got too used to seeing you guys all the time. So
and I think the biggest part is like I obviously stream, and that helps with like chat interaction, and hanging out and all that good stuff. But even then, like that only goes so far. It was already part of my daily routine anyway to stream and have chat interaction and all that good stuff. But now I'm not. Now that's the only part of my interaction I get with other people is just streaming, and well, me and Tori hang out too because she's in the house, so that's great. I mean, at least have at least one person here, but like, still, you know what I mean. Like, I love hanging out with her for sure, but it's also nice to hang out with your like long, like time friends and stuff. Like, I miss seeing my tournament homies. So, oh well, it happens. One day we'll get out of quarantine, or maybe we won't, and this is just the new utopia, or this is the new utopia that we're living in right now. So. A dystopian future, bro.
Man, what we picked the wrong game to be in for this, fucking Smash Online.
We could have been no, I mean, I feel like we just picked the wrong setting to be in. I feel like we're almost in like the Quiet Place or like Fallout right now. Like just Fallout in real life. The coronavirus edition. So it's fucking rough out here, bro. So but I mean overall, I guess if EVO gets canceled, I mean, I think that's just going to start like a chain reaction of just a bunch of other things getting canceled for the rest of the year. EVO is usually the tournament of the year for like most fighting games and Smash things, even though Smash is always complaining about 2 out of 3. Who's not going?
It's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're all going. And so if they cancel that, it's rough. And it's crazy too, because like you couldn't do, like the WWE is doing that thing where they have like an audience list show. You can't really do that with EVO. You know what I mean? Like the tournament is based off of entrance, so you can't really have. I guess the only thing they could do for an audience-less show is the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Invitational. Like you could fly those 8 people out and then hope for the best. But it's just not the same, man. It's just not the same. So, I mean, even with wrestling, I don't even watch wrestling. It's still not the same. It's just kind of awkward now.
Have you watched like a recent wrestling? Like, because
I've seen a lot of clips of like the autumn, the fan list. It's so awkward, dude.
It's just so like you can like hear them say things too. It's just like, I don't like it. Yeah. They actually just let like a lot of people go today. I saw a tweet. They let a lot of wrestlers they got laid off from
Yeah, I mean, there's no money to be made when you're not selling out arenas, so
yeah.
I mean, you can only make so much off of syndicated television. Like a lot of their sales did come from people going to watch too. So it's just it's rough out here, man. It is definitely rough out here for like everyone. It's not even just the game exclusive thing. I feel like every week we're going to be able to talk more about the coronavirus. Like we have a topic.
Bro, I mean, that's all there is. Like
we're gonna like riff into coronavirus because there's like just nothing else to talk about. So
God.
Yeah. I guess moving on, we can move on to our heavier topic, which is Smash is turning their back on Smash, I guess. Now I don't remember who exactly tweeted this, but it was something to the extent of like, oh wait, actually I can go find it. Let me go find it because I know
I've seen a couple people tweet about it.
Yeah, but there was one that sparked it 100% for me. I just gotta find the one J-Dog responded to it because to me, I like it seems like it's coming from a place of ignorance more than anything else. Like it's one of those things where you're not in the position or you're not in the spot to think the same way that a person who potentially would be turning their back on the Smash community would be thinking.
Right.
And again, as I said, I don't think people are turning their back on the community. I think what's really happening is that you're getting older and there's just, you're getting different interests. Like I love Smash. I'm never not going to love Smash, but at the same time, there's a bunch of shit else I want to do. Like, it's just mad stuff I want to do. So anyway, go ahead.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I found it. We can go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that like I remember seeing the tweet had something to do with like the audience is full of young people and that those young people aren't gonna follow you to other stuff because they'll only care about Smash. But I don't know if that's the same tweet or not that you found.
Yeah, well, no, mine was from Ike Tyson, who said Smash community be getting pimped out. People gain a following from Smash, then distance themselves because Smashers are annoying and toxic, despite the majority of their Twitter followers and Twitch subscribers being Smashers. LOL. And I don't know, man. But it's facts though. Like, I mean, I don't think that they're distancing themselves. I think they're distancing themselves from the part of the community they don't like. And unfortunately, it just happens to be a very vocal part of the community. Like,
oh, you know what sparked that? I bet it was a bunch of people that like. I think a lot of people announced that they were unfollowing people from Smash, and they said my timeline's so much better when I don't follow Smashers. I've been seeing that a lot lately. I think that's maybe what sparked that. Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, I feel the same way, dude. Like my Twitter I have a decent amount of Smashers, obviously, but I also follow like a bunch of game companies. I follow a bunch of like Black Twitter accounts because they're funny. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't just be all Smash because I need other interests. I follow other fighting games, big people too, just that way I still have like a flow of like Tekken information and Grand Blue information and things like that. But what you notice between the Smashers and other fighting games is that usually whenever Smashers are tweeting about Smash, it's complaints, while other fighting games are usually tweeting out tech videos and stuff like that. And I feel like if Smashers did more shit like that, then there wouldn't be as many complaints about, about like, oh, they're so toxic and stuff. Now, I'm not saying they don't ever do that at all. I definitely saw some tech about how to pick up the gyro from the ledge after ledge jumping. That's worthwhile shit that I want to see more of, but I don't see that a lot. So
yeah, and that was cool tech. I feel that's something that I can't believe it took this long for someone to discover that, and that might be because people are spending more time complaining than labbing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair though, our lab does suck, but there are certain things that you can figure out in the lab just by playing with two controllers. You can always set up Rob's gyro and then jump up to the ledge or something like that. But it's just
that's actually an easier thing. Like I don't know, if I felt like if I was a top Smash player and I was having problems with gyro, I think that I lost to it like at a S tier tournament. I was a top player. I would go home and that'd be like the first thing I would lab is like, okay, what can I do in this situation? And I feel like that's not what a lot of Smashers do. I feel like a lot of Smashers just go back to just playing the game again, and they just, I bet my fundamentals just weren't good enough. And it's like, no, you need to lab certain situations and know what to do in those situations. And granted, with our training mode, it's more difficult, but that's something you could easily do by yourself. Because like I said, two controllers, just set the gyro and then, okay, what do you do?
There's also, there's training mods and stuff out too.
Yes.
I know a lot of people have been using that. I've seen Void with the training mod a lot, so he can lab out true combos with Sheik, and ones that like are unair dodgeable and stuff like that. And that's cool. I mean, I like to see that type of stuff being played out. But even so, just we're still very much lacking in the lab section.
Yeah.
But I don't think that because our lab is lacking that we should be complaining. It doesn't open up the gates just to complain about the game the entire time. Also, I think that anyone who feels that way should just look into the community. Like, the community is very immature and can be very toxic. I mean, we're dealing with the same issues for the last like 5 years. Women are still getting belittled for being women. People are still saying, very derogatory slurs. 18-year-olds are still just trying to get rises off out on Twitter. So yeah, as someone who was 18, who is now 30, you don't want to continue to see that shit. So like, of course I'm going to like distance myself from that side of the community. I mean, I'm not going to like openly just call people out and shit talk them by name. But at the same time, if I like continue to see that you're just toxic and shit on my timeline, I'm going to stop following you or reading your tweets and anything. And that goes for anything. It's not just Smashers. Like, if I'm following someone and they're funny and then out of nowhere they just start being like mad lame and rude, then I'm probably going to follow them too, unfollow them too. But it's just like, most of the people that I follow when I was younger were Smashers. And now, as I've grown older and started to branch out, I follow a lot more people and now can see that Smash can be very negative in comparison to some of the other communities that I've hopped into. And it's just not fun to read all the time. I mean, Twitter in itself, social media in itself is already just negativity. It's just so much negativity. And so just to bring that negativity and then sit on top of more negativity within Smash, it's just not fun. So you got to figure out a way to, I guess, stifle that. And one of the ways to do that is to, fucking delete a couple Smashers here and there. I don't really, to me, I don't think that's really turning your back on the community. I think that's just looking out for your own fucking mental health. So
yeah, especially in this, current time. But there is that stigma where if a Smasher leaves the scene and they go on to pursue another game or, like or pursue like their own content creation, like Zero, for instance, that these people will just catch a lot of flack because, you didn't actually care about Smash. If you care about Smash, you'd only do Smash. You do it for the passion, and people just be like, do it for the passion for 50 years. If the rest of your life, and you, it's like, God forbid, some people have bigger aspirations or bigger dreams to do and try to like do other stuff with their life, besides just work on the community. And the people that just want to do the community, just want to be part of Smash and have something else, that's okay too. But
everybody just wants you to be broke, basically. That's what it is, man. You can't ever branch out and do anything. And if you do branch out and do anything, it's it's for money. But some people really just like doing the stuff they like doing. I've done a lot of Tekken events for well under my rate of what my Smash events are, just because I really like doing Tekken and I know where I'm at for that game. Like, I can't go in there asking, let me get this much or whatever, and it's not like my third tournament. But I also know that they could not pay me for the first few tournaments or whatever, and I still want to do it because I know that this is like a big like stepping stone for me. But if you like proving yourself and like you've found you've been able to turn your passion into like a paycheck, I feel like that's when Smashers start looking at you differently. And I don't understand why what the stigma behind that is for. You want us to be broke forever? Evil. It is. You want us to be broke forever, but you also want us to be at everything. And that just, those two don't coincide. Like, you can't not have money and then show up to every event and be the world's most popular Smash. Like, it doesn't fucking work. So I don't know, man. Like, that right there, I think it's just a young man mentality.
It is. They're young. They're the high schoolers. There's tons of high schoolers.
Yeah, I mean, I still think back to that tweet of when Critical put in the money for the online tournament and fucking fucking Pandarian was like, well, if you were going to put that much into it, why didn't you put the money into getting a venue? As if that was man.
They're uninformed because they're young, it's almost like not their fault, because I was definitely uninformed when I was 16. Like, I don't think I was doing anything terrible or negative or saying slanders when I was young, but like, I just definitely didn't know how the world worked when I was 16.
Yeah, I mean, you got to cut them some slack, but at the same time, man, like, I feel like when people are saying like things with the internet's right there. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can definitely look up prices of venues by yourself, just like, how much would it be to rent this area out? And that's just a fraction of what it costs to even run a tournament. Like, you can't just buy an empty space and call it a tournament. Like, you have to do everything else, including the large fee of the tournament. And then if you do buy the empty space. The other second thing that you definitely have to buy now, in this day and age, is security, because if you don't have good security, you're going to get blasted online. So just, that's two fat prices right there before you even get into the logistics of actually bringing any setups in. So I don't know, man. I feel like, honestly, I think a lot of people just forget Google exists. And that's why, like, I get annoyed when I get asked questions that can definitely get answered by, like, one of those questions where, like, Google won't even give you a website. They'll just fucking give you the answer right at the top. That annoys the shit out of me, bro. I'm like, yo, when did this game come out? Release date. Done. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I actually just did it out of curiosity just now. I looked up how much it costs to rent out the Mandalay Bay for the EVO venue. If you want to do Friday and Saturday, that is the buyout is $20,000. That's not including Sunday. So I'm sure. Yeah, just for the venue, just to get the venue. That's it. Nothing else. That doesn't come with internet. It doesn't come with staff. It doesn't come with the TVs, the monitors. It doesn't come with everything else that goes into running a tournament. That's purely just the venue. And even then, I'm sure it's more, because they're like renting out more than just the convention center. They also have, like, certain rooms taken out as well.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Moving on. Let's just move on. Like, I can't. I feel like I go in on that like every. We do. I'm just gonna let it go. We're gonna move on. We got a question from the chat before I get into the question from Twitter, but thank you very much. Says, what do you think about people running locals at their house, and do you think they should be meeting up right now? No.
What the fuck?
Unless you have like a house tournament of the people that live in your house and it's a 4-man tournament, then fuck no. Like, no one from outside your house should be coming to your house by any means. Because I feel like if they're willing to go to your house, they're willing to go anywhere else, and that's potential to bring anything. I mean, the probability of coronavirus hitting you is low at certain like areas and points. But the thing is, it's not about your probability. It's about the probability of you being affected or affecting anyone else just by existing. That's why you stay in your house. The whole point of the self-quarantine is to not be part of the factor of, spreading it. If you never leave your house, then you can never contract it. And if you, I mean, like, you obviously still have to leave your house enough. We have stuff to go shopping and stuff to get groceries and things. But, you're quick about and out and about, or not out and about it, then yeah, you're good. But I feel like if you're just out there partying and shit, people can go to the same bars that you go to, or go to the same stores as you go to, and it's not like every handrail is getting wiped down, or that like every bar top is getting wiped down like every time someone touches it. So you're very highly susceptible with going out at any point in time, and so that's why you're supposed to stay at home to lessen the amount of time that you can be susceptible to catching it. And it's not, and the biggest thing is, like, for us young people, it's not really super about us. It's about getting anybody else affected, your loved ones, your parents, your grandparents. You don't want to be the reason why they end up catching that Rona. So
yeah, my roommate's grandfather actually got it, and he's not looking good. So it's one of those. It's like, literally, it's not about us. It's about everyone else, or people with weaker immune systems. Not even old people. There's people in their 30s and 40s that have died because of other conditions on top of the coronavirus. And also, if you get the coronavirus, it's not a good time.
It's not a good time. I mean, I've read a lot of Twitter threads about it, and it just does not.
I'm scared half the death to get that shit.
I'm good as hell on that. So yeah, I didn't think about that. It's not even about the old people. It's definitely about the immunocompromised. I think about like Rags and like Risu. I know both of them have like. Well, I know Rags has more of an immune system. I think Risu she's just like super sick all the time. So like they're relatively young, but if they contracted it, it could be just as fatal as if they were like 80 or 90 or basically. So I worry about stuff like that, and I hope that most of my friends are staying safe. I really haven't seen anyone being like, "Yeah, man, about to hit up Coachella" or some shit like that,
Yeah.
But I just
definitely a no to the local tournaments thing, because any gatherings whatsoever, like even inviting one friend to your house, like that, there's a chance of contracting it. So I'm just we're waiting until something happens.
We actually now I think about it, we actually had a friend who was we had two friends that were gonna come over like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or whatever, and they were like, hey man, we haven't seen you guys in a while, whatever, like we'd love to hang out. We were like, maybe it's like two friends or whatever, but we were like, you guys have been self-quarantining, right? And one of them said, yeah, man, I've been self-quarantining just for this moment. But like literally a week before that, he was at a bar doing a gig. I was like, bro.
You can't trust anyone, dude.
So we canceled that. We nixed that. And,
yeah.
We're just, it wasn't the time. It wasn't the time. So, hopefully, I mean, he didn't get sick, or at least we haven't known him to get sick. So good for him. But at the same time, we didn't want to chance it. So, yeah, we're not going to do that.
No gathering. Not have that.
And so, all right, let's get into these Twitter questions real quick. Let me see what these people said real quick.
Yeah, by the way, guys, if you ever had like any questions for us, you could TK will make a tweet on the day of to try to come up with
every Wednesday at 12. There's a tweet that goes out will say that what y'all want to talk about. The only reason it goes out at 12 is because TweetDeck will allow me to schedule tweets. So I don't even have to be up. I just and I'm saying thank you, TweetDeck. Big shout out to TweetDeck for letting me schedule tweets. So
Eastern time zone, by the way, y'all.
Yeah, Eastern time zone. It is now 6:43, which means that was like an hour or 6 hours and 43 minutes ago is when you could have hit me up. Anyway, so yeah, the first one we got was from Miracle. Hold on, let me see. Oh, Miracle Mets 19, and he says, went back to Valorant, and he says something. Hold on. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, word.
He says it's taking me a long time to find.
He has a reply. Again. It's coming up.
It's coming.
His question of the day.
All right, here we go. He says, what do you think about Salem playing Melee and the Melee elitism? So apparently, Mewtwo has a video where he taught Salem how to play Melee Marth, and then Salem, with the strongest double down I've ever seen in my entire life, said he's always liked Melee. So, he's also mass unblocked everyone, and he's always liked Melee. That might be the double down of the century right there. Now, after talking all that shit, how
do you even react to that?
I don't know. I actually don't know. So, this is the thing, man. I think that Melee elitism has kind of like died down. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't really see a lot of people. I don't see it as crazy as it was in Brawl. I don't see it as crazy as it was in 4.
It was insane in Brawl.
Well, it was terrible. Well, that was a back and forth between Brawl and Melee at the time. Melee was dying out. Brawl was definitely like, look at your dying game. And then Melee revived, and then they've been shitting on us ever since. Now, revisionist history, people definitely act like that Brawl never ever casted stones, and that's just not fucking true. Like, that's just, I was there. Like, we casted some stones, you know what I mean? But whatever. Like, anyway, moving on. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's really weird that Salem would go about double downing after saying all that shit about like about Armada and about Leffen, and then going from that and being like Melee's just such a shitty game, blah blah blah. Like, oh, you guys think you're so good, blah blah blah, all that good stuff, and then immediately saying I've always liked Melee. Like, are you trying to get back into the good graces or something? Like, what's going on here? Doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, so he targeted Armada and Leffen. Maybe he just hates the Swedes, Maybe that's what it is.
Hexmaniac said he might have been in a pissy mood that one day, and then his pride made him double down. I mean, that's a lot of pride. It's been going on for at least 1 years, bro.
Yeah. Like, what?
That has been a long series saga for Salem, and the funniest thing about it is that saga didn't end well for him, because then he lost to Leffen in Ultimate, and then he popped off on the person who didn't even talk that much shit about him when he beat him. So I just, man, you popped off on Armada, bro. Like,
that was a weird pop off, dude. You pop off on beating someone at not their main game who wasn't really doing anything to you.
Yeah,
like, what?
I don't know, man. I mean, Armada obviously casted a few stones, but Leffen, like, every day for like a year straight had something to say. Oh, man, it was a good time.
That's like Leffen's Twitter in a nutshell, though.
Yeah.
Always got something.
Yeah. So I guess overall what I'm thinking about that is, like, I'm glad the Melee elitism has died. There's obviously still some dumbasses that still say stuff about Ultimate, but there's also still some dumbasses in Ultimate who feel like they still have to say stuff about Melee. When my thing is, look, bro, if you don't like the other game, or you don't like the game, there's no reason to shit on it. My thing is, like, I only shit on games when they're brought up to me. Like, if someone is like, yo, do you like Earthbound? No, I don't like Earthbound. Game sucks. But if you like it, then yeah, enjoy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell
You
you
said
that
the game sucks?
game sucks.
You can just be like, I don't like it, and end it there. You don't have to.
Game sucks, bro.
You don't have to be real. Okay,
Game
so
sucks.
it doesn't actually. Okay,
Game
listen.
sucks. Play Chrono Trigger. Game sucks. Anyway.
Wait.
Chrono Trigger sucks. Earthbound sucks. Play Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger is amazing.
Yes, exactly.
Earthbound is quirky.
Nope. Anyway. See,
what?
You notice how you said amazing for one, and then some very weird.
I like Chrono Trigger. Hey, listen.
Don't like them.
Wow! You're putting words in my mouth. No, listen. So Chrono Trigger is amazing, and Earthbound is good. Good. Like I enjoy it.
I give it up. I don't think Earthbound is actually that bad of a game. I just don't think it's like this fucking like. It's not this like this game of the century.
No, not at all.
Everyone tries to bring it under. I don't think that it's one of those games that I would fire up my SNES to play again. Like Chrono Trigger, I will play that at any point in time in my life.
Beat that game 14 times. Get those 14 different endings.
Jeez,
it's got a lot of endings. Earthbound, no, I would never replay Earthbound. It was amazing the first time through because it was. What made Earthbound special was the fact that there was no game like it in the 90s. It was very unique. And no RPGs were set in so yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a quirky game. It's not bad. Whatever, man. Don't say it sucks again, man.
Game sucks. Anyway, play
Come on!
You want to play a real RPG on the SNES? Play Chrono Trigger, I guess.
Play Chrono Trigger.
I guess there's a couple of those there too.
Final Fantasy 6, Chrono Trigger. Those are, or I guess 3 on the SNES. Whatever.
Game goes back to the match. Anyway, but yeah, as I said, like a lot of it's died down, so that's good that it's died down, and we're like not infighting as much. Not to say that there is not a lot of there's no infighting happening at all. I mean, we still have infighting. But for the most part, I feel like it's died down a lot more than what it was before. So good job, guys. We're flattening the curve. We're flattening the curve. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Okay, so many health officials have said that a large this is from what was that? Sagaru Mill. Sagaru Mill Patel. So yeah, there we go. Sagaru Mill Patel says many health officials have said that large concerts, sporting events may be canceled till the fall of 2021 due to COVID. If this becomes a reality, is it possible that the ultimate scene will burn out from online events, and if offline majors do not make a return till fall 2021? I could see online events not catching on as much for the top players, but for people who are just loving online anyway, doesn't matter. There's a lot of people. I mean, like I commentated a tournament with Alfred, and I only knew one name in that top 8 before the tournament. It was just Locust. And now, granted, it was an items tournament, but regardless, I only knew one name in that tournament in the top 8, and it was Locust. So, if there is a die down of online tournament, it'd probably just be from top players, but I don't think it's going to make the game die down by any means. I think that it had to be like 2 years of us not doing anything with Smash tournaments before people are like, man, it looks like we got to move on. And I just don't really see that happening. So
it's I think it's going to hurt viewership because a lot of viewership does in fact come from personalities of the players that are in the top 8. And as we saw from like online tournaments in general, like the viewership is not hitting anywhere near what offline events would hit, but it's still there. It's we're getting some people watching.
Yeah,
but the game will never die. Like people will always be playing this game.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, none of the Smash games have really died. I just, they're just not Melee or whatever the hot game is right now. So
yeah, when Smash 6 comes out, that's when Ultimate will die. I don't see
all you guys will be talking mad shit about Ultimate like y'all never liked it, just like y'all did before. Okay, I remember those beginning 4 tweets, man. I remember all those beginning 4 tweets about how great this game was, and then out of nowhere, game sucks, game trash, and that was. That was without even including Bayonetta talk, just game trash. Look at all these mechanics that we suck or that we fucking hate. And Quarantine says, or Quorum Mart says it died down because Ultimate's like more overall. And I think that's just a short-sighted way of looking at it. I think that Ultimate obviously isn't like more overall because it's still new and fresh. But Brawl was like more than Melee at a time. And 4 was like more than Brawl at a time. And there's always short sights to that. You just have to wait until it plays out, because I don't believe that people actually like Ultimate more than 4 in the grand scheme of things. I think that they are just still wrapped up in like new game hype or whatever. But I mean, if you really look, as I was talking about earlier today, if you really look at Twitter, a lot of people are just still shitting and complaining on the game all the time. I still remember in the first like 2-3 months, Tweak saying how much he did not like this game. And look at him. He's still top 3 in the world. So like you kind of just, it's not even about like liking the game. I think you just like Smash as a series. You deal with its shortcomings. But I don't really think that people are like Game of the Year edition. I love Ultimate. You know what I'm saying? There's obviously some stuff that I miss. I really wish that Perfect Pivoting was still in, as I say every time. But I think that's a short-sighted thing to think. Yeah. Well, he says he's talking about infighting, but outsiders don't really count infighting. That's infighting is about people inside the community. That's that's like the people who play Smash talking about other Smashes. Outsiders. I mean, I think that Ultimate and Melee make great spectator sports for sure. But I also think at a time so did 4. I mean, 4's wackiness was that 2 stock shit when it first came out. Wacky, bro. Wacky.
I miss 2 stocks as much as I miss best 2 of 3. Like I always believed that the shorter the set is, the more exciting it is to watch. Yeah, but that's from a spectator point of view. It's not from a player point of view. So
don't think I'll ever want to see 2 stocks again. But yeah.
Oh, never. At
the time that it was going on, it's kind of hot. You know what I mean? It's kind of hot.
Thank God for glory.
Yeah. Here we go. We got one from Number Gabe SSB saying, "What's your favorite color?" What is your favorite color, Austin?
Blue.
Man, mine is purple. So yeah, purple.
That's a nice color to like.
So yeah, we're just that real royalty stuff. And then HG from MD says, "How are you feeling about the amazing games we've gotten out of 2020 so far? And what are you looking forward to releasing in the upcoming months?" 2020 has been great for games, and that has been a great time for it. Imagine if COVID happened last year, bro. There was like nothing to play last year, man.
We would have been like, we had Ultimate online.
Yeah, I guess I would have just been Ultimate all day, every day. But yeah, I just felt like the amount of stuff that just came out at Q1 and 2 of 2020 made COVID a little easier to deal with. Still obviously fucking sad, but like Final Fantasy, Animal Crossing, Valorant dropping. I got back into League, TFT Set 3, Grand Blue, all that has come out. And so because of that, we have had a lot. We've had a lot to, like, I guess, keep ourselves busy, if you will.
Yes.
And what I'm looking forward to, though, is definitely just No More Heroes 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's still like I forgot about that. Like I forgot about like Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4. It's like those are the they'll eventually come out. It's coming.
Well, No More Heroes 3 at least has a trailer and some gameplay. Bayonetta 3 and 4 have splash arts. So
yeah, that's true. No, but Bayonetta 3 had a trailer that wasn't gameplay.
All right. Remember? Right. Wait. 4 had the splash art thing where it just came up and there was
Metroid Prime 4 had the splash art. Okay. And that was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck. Players. No More Heroes 2 apparently. Not No More Heroes. Last of Us. My God. Last of Us 2 got delayed. I heard because of the COVID. So that game is still coming out this year, but coming out later.
That's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I would not delay games because people are at home now anyway. So like
the work going into it, it's easier to complete stuff in person than it is at home. So I'm sure
they're delaying it. They're delaying the game because it's not finished.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a finished product, but they're like pushing it back because they want better sales or something. Like the James Bond movie got pushed back to November because of COVID. It was supposed to come out in March, but I'm sure that they're worried about the box office because no one should be going to the theater right now. And
theaters are closed here.
Oh, well, good. Yeah. We watched Onward actually. Onward was supposed to go to theaters, but Disney Plus was like, fuck it. And we watched that 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, something like that. Good movie. You should watch it.
What was it?
Onward.
Oh, is that with the blue people with the noses?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll give it a shot. By your suggestion. But what any other games coming out this year that you're looking forward to?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
I could think of Guilty Gear Strive coming out later this year. That's about it. There's got to be more, dude. I feel like there's another game.
I mean, there's probably something that just kind of escaped me. Cyberpunk, is that still? Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Right as I said it, I was like, Cyberpunk. I think it's probably coming out this year. I'm gonna definitely play that. That looks nice. Now it's gonna be another one of those streams where I only get like 12 viewers because obviously all the top streamers are gonna be playing it. But who cares? I'm getting like 12
Have
years
fun.
for Final Fantasy 7, and I am enjoying the hell out of it. So, yeah. So it is what it is. And then we got one more question, but it's like a 4-part question from Ryden. Big shout out to Ryden. He's the Adult Swim homie. I don't know if he actually still works at Adult Swim, but I'll check it out after this. He says, "What are your thoughts on local Smash teams moving into online tournaments shelter in place?" Well, we kind of already answered that, but I think it's good. Obviously, don't go out and try to have a big tournament right now. You're going to put everybody at risk. And then, how do you feel about Valorant doing community first tourneys? How do you feel about that?
Valorant doing.
They're letting third-party people run the tournament. So, like,
I did read about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's for people that want to, get big money and work on it and try to solidify themselves in that field. It could be kind of hard, but I think it's a smart decision because it's going to help the scene become more organic. I think it's better to have an organic scene than a scene that starts off like month one with big ass prize money from the company, and then the second they stop supporting it, the game dies. If you let the community make the scene for you in the beginning, it's cheaper for the company to do that, as well as it makes it more long lasting, in my opinion. So I think it might be a smart move to do that for now, as long as they eventually jump in. I think that's the key. Is that I think they eventually need to run their their events in the future. But
yeah, I believe that. I also think that it's another one of those situations where if you're letting third party people, I mean big third party players can come through, so you could potentially see ESA picking it up.
Right.
You could see a Red Bull circuit or something like that. I'm definitely interested to see how that plays out, but I also want to know what Riot does with it too, because this is Riot. They're not really stopping third party people from doing anything, but usually, because if you're going to do a league tournament and it's not the LCS, you're not going to have the LCS team show up. So it's just a league tournament from a bunch of people who are probably pretty good, but they're not on any signed or anything. But now that you're doing communities first, we might see, a TSM Valorant team or a C9 Valorant team or something like that. So I'm interested.
They also, I don't know if you saw it, they also made the rules that no matter what level you are, even if you're a small third party tournament, you have to have the blood effects turned off in tournament play.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I thought that was really weird to add that, because it's if you're going to enforce that, why did you even add the blood in the first place? Why was that even? Yeah. I mean, these kids with Fortnite, that's what it is. There's no bleeding in Fortnite.
Yeah. Say, what have you been cooking up lately for food lately? He's been asking me. I don't know if you've been cooking. I should be cooking, but Tori does all the cooking here. So, but also we still order a lot of stuff. So I mean, we're just we're just kind of taking it day by day. I think she's making some turkey stuff right now. So big shout out to the turkey. But yeah, I got a big ass thing of rice downstairs that I need to make do with, but I just don't know what else to do with the rice outside of, fucking Spanish rice and chicken. So
the basics. I like that, dude. I made the meanest omelet the other day. I like when
EVO says it's about the visual splat for shooting cues, you noob.
Wait, what?
That's what he says. It's about the visual splat. I've watched your stream, bro. I've watched your stream. Okay, you're not allowed to call nobody no noob. Okay, you're getting carried just like it was Fortnite again. All right. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. You know what I mean? Here we are, bro. You know what? When you stream tonight, I'm playing with you, bro. We getting carried together now. Anyway, moving on. Back to the match. And the last question is, who was your favorite community manager? Why is it me? So anyway, that was hard reads.
Thanks, guys.
He is actually the Adult Swim.
He's dope. Yeah, that boat party last year was pretty dope.
Yeah. Big shout outs to the boat party and just Adult Swim in general. They come up with some pretty dope games. So yeah, man.
Duck game.
Next? Nah, that was pretty good.
Wow,
I'm just bad at duck game. I'm bad at duck game. That's all. I had a roommate named Moose, and he was the god of that game, so we just stopped playing. Who's my main in Valorant? I main the healer, and then that's it so far. But I also want to main that other dude who has all the earthquakes and stuff, because he seems pretty cool. But as of right now, I'm a healer main until further notice. So yeah, man, that's hard reads for you guys. Thanks for watching. I know we were a little late. We will not be late again. I think I'll just stop streaming at 5:30. Hard stop. Well, I guess I can't do that. Maybe we'll play like a less time intensive game at 5:30. I would have been done on time.
If you just threw.
I wasn't going to throw, but it was just crazy to me that literally everyone decided we're going to try now that we know you have to leave in 10 seconds. They were like, yeah. I was like, oh, man, this is great timing, man. We can get out of here. We'll lose the game, like 12-4 or whatever. And they're like, psych, how about 12-11 or 13-11? I was like, oh, my God, dude. So it is what it is, man. But Valorant's fun if you guys, shut up, all right? You wouldn't have got the win either, right? How about that?
I suck at shooters. Like, what? Hello?
My spray pattern was off later on, but it's all good, guys. If you're trying to get some drops are enabled on every stream. So just when I stream again later, come hang out. I might stream with EE if he wants to, do that, but probably won't because he don't like hanging out with me because we're not actually friends, according to him. And we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Thanks for hanging here on the TK Breezy stream. Psych, it's actually the Prediction Esports stream. Follow Prediction on Twitter. You can keep up with all that. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And of course, you can see it on my YouTube very soon. TK Breezy, Aussie, you got any final words?
None at all, dude.
All right, well, just stay safe and don't go outside unless you absolutely have to. And if you do go outside to get some sunlight, just stand on your porch, man. It's still safe there. Just go stand on your porch, but don't go too much further. What if I don't got a porch? You got a balcony?
No.
Well, honestly, bro, I don't think nowhere in New York is safe, man. That shit's just in the air, so just stay inside.
This city, I gotta get out, bro.
Just stay inside, bro. I don't think anything's safe over there. But yeah, guys, as I say, yeah, that's the hard reads, man. Thank you guys for watching. Next Wednesday, 6 p.m., we'll be here and probably have a couple more topics for you. So definitely come hang out. Maybe we'll have a guest. We don't know. It depends on what happens throughout the week. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.